sign this one piece of paper, and you can save your choir and all these elderly people.
If success means compromising my music and tearing down their homes, then it's nothing but selling my soul. And I will never do that.
Seoul, Gangnam, the 36th floor of a glass tower. Lightning cracks across the sky. Thunder shakes the entire building like the world is ending. Outside, it's a storm. Inside, it's ice cold. Just monitors glowing in the dark. A music label audition room. Mingi sits there. 34, chairman's son, music producer, black tailored suit. His face is sharp, commanding. But his fingers won't stop shaking. On the desk, they shake no matter what. A trainee's voice comes through the speaker. Love, that's supposed to be. I don't know. What is love anymore? The song ends. Mingi hits a button. The vocals are decent, but there's no commercial appeal. We're passing. A junior producer walks in. His face falls. Mingi, this trainee trained for 3 years. We already signed the contract, took the advance. That's not my problem. This industry runs on numbers, not feelings. Mingi's fingers shake harder. Like he knows he's lying. Gangbuk, culture center, an old building, paint peeling off the walls. But the sound coming from inside? That's different. Choir, multiple voices becoming one. On stage stands Ella, 31, black woman, deep, glowing skin, long black hair flowing to her waist. Clear eyes that command every room she enters. She raises her conductor's baton. Her hands are art, precise, elegant. The choir members follow. Everyone watches those hands. 20 people to 70. They follow every movement. The song ends. Choir members step down. An elderly woman wraps her arms around Ella. Ella, thank you. You're like our grandmother. You all are my family. I don't know what I'd be without this. Without all of you. Right as those words leave her mouth, her phone rings. The screen lights up. Ms. Ella, I'm calling to let you know the building is scheduled for redevelopment. Demolition in 6 months. Ella looks around the rehearsal hall. The choir members are packing up their things. They already know. This is probably the end. Ella stays alone after everyone leaves. She lies down on the stage, looking up at the ceiling. Cracks everywhere. Water damage. The weight of the world leaving scars. Here we go again. Losing everything again. This place will be gone too. She thinks about why she came to Korea. Love. That man. When he left, music was all she had left. This hall was all she had left. Now even that's disappearing. Same night. 2 different cities. 2 different nights. Gangnam glows. Bright lights. The smell of money. The stench of ambition. Gangbuk is quiet. Deep streets. People smaller here. Mingi lives alone. No wife. No family. A luxury studio apartment that feels like a prison cell. Always alone. Ella stands in a shared bathroom. Taking a shower. Water dripping. Water running. Always together. 3 weeks later. Choir competition. Gangbuk Cultural Hall. 500 seats. Almost completely full. Citizens came. On stage, the choir stands. Ella conducting. Their voices. That day will come. Someday, this sorrow will become a song. Ancient lyrics. But still alive today. Judge's table. Mingi sits. His fingers stop shaking. The song ends. The lights change. The stage becomes visible. Ella becomes visible. In that moment, Mingi's entire world stops. After the competition, they meet in the green room. That was an incredible performance. Thank you. But their eyes say something else. Something is starting here. Mingi's fingers shake again. But it's a different kind of shaking. A living kind of shaking. Ella's eyes light up. She's coming back to life. Should I sell my music, or should I sell my soul? That's what Ella said. To Mingi. That was the hook. That was the beginning. Night deepens. Mingi goes back to his office. His fingers shake. But this time, he doesn't reach for sleeping pills. Because he's already awake. Chapteo to love and trust. The first crack in the foundation. 3 weeks pass. Mingi keeps coming back to Gangbuk. From his corporate office in Gangnam to the culture center in Gangbuk. That commute gets shorter every time. More natural. Standing in front of the culture center. Mingi sees Gangbuk for the first time. Old buildings. Narrow alleys. The people are different here. In Gangnam, people look up. Here, They look forward. The way you survive is different. Choir rehearsal is happening. Ella conducting. Mingi walks in. Ella sees him. Her hand hesitates for just a second. But she keeps conducting. Hi, I was one of the judges at the competition. Your performance kept running through my head. The choir members notice. Eyes meeting. Something's starting here too. They grab coffee after rehearsal. Why do you do music? Why shouldn't I? This industry doesn't make money. Money isn't everything, is it? Mingi goes silent. Those words shake his entire foundation. A few days later, Mingi comes to observe rehearsal. When it ends, Ella comes out to find him waiting. Why do you keep coming here? Because I want to see you. Ella pulls back. She's protecting herself. She's seen this before. This man will leave just like the other one did. No, this can't happen. But Mingi keeps coming back. 2 months pass. Mingi fixes the walls. Brings coffee. Talks to the building owner. Ella is shocked to find out. Mr. Building owner, is there any way to delay the redevelopment? No, it's already decided. But Mingi doesn't stop. By day, he's working at the Gangnam company. By night, he's painting walls in Gangbuk. Gangnam conference room. The chairman sits there. Mingi's father. This project will generate 5 times our investment in 3 years. Easy math. Everyone nods. But Mingi is thinking about that rehearsal hall in Gangbuk. Final approval for redevelopment comes through. Mingi finds out from the news. His company, his father, they're doing this. 3 seconds of silence. Then realization. He has to choose. The company, or her. That night, Mingi gets in his car. From Gangnam to Gangbuk. His hands shake on the steering wheel. Something is ending. Something is beginning. Standing on a Gangbuk street. Ella already knew. From the news. From the papers. I knew from the beginning. Then why? Because you didn't want to lie to me. So I let you not lie. That's what trust is. Not forgiving a lie. Ending the lie before it starts. Chapteo 3 taking off the mask. Facing the truth. After that night, Mingi changes. His fingers stop shaking. Instead, everything becomes clear. What he has to do. What he has to give up. 9 a.m. Conference room. Board meeting. Final approval for the Gangbuk redevelopment project. Mingi's father looks satisfied. Profitability. Brand value. Everything is perfect, he thinks. We're projecting a 5-fold return on this project within 3 years. Senior executives nod. That's the right decision. That's success. Mingi opens his mouth. Father, there's a culture center that's been operating on that site for 15 years. The conference room goes quiet. Why does that matter? Because people work there. They work there to survive. The chairman looks at his son. He sees something unfamiliar in his face. Emotion, anger, conviction. Business isn't about emotion. It's about profit. This decision is final. Mingi stands up. His chair slides back. Everyone stares. Then I'm leaving this company. The conference room freezes. Nobody speaks. But everyone thinks, is this really the chairman's son? The chairman's office. He sits alone. Outside, Gangnam glows at night. His empire. 10 p.m. Mingi comes in. The chairman doesn't look at him. You've lost your mind. Maybe I have. The chairman stands. For the first time, he's furious with his own son. His voice gets loud. What are you trying to do? Love? That's a fantasy. Business is about the strong eating the weak. That's the world. That's what I taught you. Then I'll be the weak. The chairman stops talking. Instead, he turns away. Won't look at his son. His shoulders shake. Rage or despair, it's hard to tell. Get out. And don't ever come back. Mingi walks out. Behind him, the chairman's voice. This isn't love. This is suicide. That's the cruelest thing a father can say to a son. Don't come home anymore. You're not my son. 2 a.m. The rehearsal hall is dark. Ella lies awake on the stage, counting cracks in the ceiling. She thinks about why she came to Korea. Love. That man. When he left, she lost everything that mattered. Dreams. Hope. Future. All she had left was music. Just this hall. Now even that's disappearing. That moment, Mingi walks in. 2 a.m. An empty rehearsal hall. I'm not leaving. Give me time? Ella sits up. She looks at him. He's different. Not Gangnam anymore. Not a producer. But that scares her more. What if history repeats? What if another man tries to save her? What did you give up? The company. My father. Everything. Ella doesn't speak. But her eyes do. This could be a lie. Nobody gives up everything. But Mingi's actions prove it's not. He starts liquidating. Meetings with lawyers. Selling his shares. Selling the penthouse. Selling the luxury watch. His bank account gets smaller. Zeros disappear one by one. From millions to thousands. But his chest feels lighter. He moves to Gangbuk. Next to Ella. A tiny Jim Jilbang room. Peeling wallpaper. A loud ventilation system. His neighbor snores. The bathroom is shared. Shower times are scheduled. But it feels like heaven. Because Ella's there. Ella's friend Mi Ra comes by and sees it. Mingi painting the hall walls. Paint smell. Dust. White paint on his clothes and face. This guy's seriously the chairman's son? He was. This man is insane. Completely insane. But Ella still isn't sure. She touches the wall Mingi painted. It's still wet. How long will this last? When will he leave? When will this dream break? 1 month passes. 2 months pass. Mingi doesn't leave. Instead, he fixes her hall. Paints walls. Changes lights. Scrubs the floor. Patches the roof leaks. He works with his own hands. Bleeding. Blistered. Back aching. But he keeps going. Works all night, then takes day jobs. Convenience store. Construction site. Delivery driver. His fingers shake again. But it's not a death shake. It's a survival shake. Ella sees it. And slowly, her walls come down. 3 months in, the building owner shows up. But this time, different news. The redevelopment got delayed. Some legal issues came up. Mingi did that. Hired lawyers. Argued the historical value of the center. Fought for residents' rights. How long the law will protect them is unclear. But for now, Ella's hall is safe. That night, Ella restarts the choir. New members arrive. Old members come back. The news spread. The center's alive again. Ella starts conducting. Mingi watches from the back. The choir fills the hall. And in that moment, when love and conviction meet, we're ready to give up everything. But real choice isn't about giving up. Real choice is about what we're willing to fight for. Mingi lost his company. But he found his soul. Ella still doubts. But slowly, she's learning to trust. That's the hardest part of love. Trusting the other person. Trusting yourself. Trusting tomorrow. The song ends. Ella looks at Mingi. Tears in his eyes. Not tears of despair. Tears of hope. Is this real? Is this my actual life? Mingi walks up to the stage. Takes Ella's hand. Can you trust me now? Ella doesn't answer in words. Instead, she looks around. At all the faces. They're glowing. New hope. New beginning. Will you come tomorrow? Tomorrow. The day after. And every day after that. That's a promise. Not an eternal promise. A tomorrow promise. And that's enough. Because they've already learned. There's no forever. What's left is now. This moment. Together. Chapteo for the collapse. The choice. 6 months pass. Spring arrives. The culture center is alive again. Every night, choir songs echo through the building. New members keep coming. Ella and Mingi live in that tiny room. They share morning coffee. They share dinner. They share sleep. It's so ordinary. So simple. This is everything they wanted. But peace is dangerous. The waves crash highest when we let our guard down. One morning, Ella watches Mingi's phone light up. His face changes. For the first time in months, she sees that old look. Fear. Desperation. Like he's lost something. It's the lawyer. One sentence and everything falls apart. The lawyer. The redevelopment case. The legal fight that's been keeping them afloat. The court's decision: the redevelopment is approved. The culture center is condemned. 30 days to evacuate. The scariest number isn't a big number. It's a number you can count. 30 days. Ella looks at Mingi. His fingers are shaking again. But it's not a survival shake. It's a death shake. What did you do? Everything. Lawyers. Government. Media. But silence follows. Silence tells the truth words can't. Defeat. Helplessness. The realization of how small one person really is. That night, Ella goes to the hall alone. Lies on the stage, counts the cracks in the ceiling. Like before, nothing's been solved. It's worse. Before, she was alone. At least alone, she didn't have to worry about losing someone. Now? That's impossible. He gave up everything for me, and I can't even protect him. Days pass. Mingi changes. Quiet in the mornings. Quieter at night. He lies in bed staring at the ceiling. Ella lies beside him. Those elegant fingers are shaking. She grabs his hand. I'm sorry. For what? All of this. I wanted to give you more. Ella squeezes his hand tighter. His fingers keep shaking, like the world's falling apart. 20 days left. The chairman appears. At the entrance to Mingi's room. On a Gangbuk street. A man in a $3,000 suit standing in front of a crumbling building. When Mingi opens the door, the chairman sees it. His son's face. Wrinkles. Dark circles. Is this really my son? Come back. I'll fix everything. Mingi knows what that means. Drop the redevelopment. Save the culture center. Give back the company. But there's always a condition. Always. Leave Ella. Simple. Ancient. The foundation of every deal. Mingi doesn't answer. But his silence is the answer. You're insane right now. In 3 months, you'll come back. She'll leave you. Every woman does. What about you, father? The chairman stops. It takes a few seconds for him to understand what his son just said. What did you ever do for mother? Why did she leave you? The chairman's face goes pale. That question is forbidden. The chairman himself never faced it. The chairman turns away. He won't look at his son again. The father-son relationship ends. The chairman's successor relationship ends. Everything ends. Then die. That's the cruelest thing a father can tell a son. Die. Disappear from my sight. You're not my son anymore. Mingi accepts it. He loses his father to keep Ella. That's the real deal in this world. Choosing someone means losing someone. That night, Mingi tells Ella everything. The chairman's visit, the condition, the offer. Ella doesn't speak, but tears fill her eyes. This is because of her. This man lost his father. Lost his company. Lost everything. Maybe you should leave me. I thought I couldn't give up my father. But I just realized I can't give up you. That's the dopamine hit. That's the rush. Because it's not a false promise. It's a real choice. Giving up what's yours to keep what matters. That's the definition of love. 10 days left. Something changes. Radio news. Press release. The chairman doesn't appear. Some anonymous whistleblower exposes the chairman. Bribery. Political connections. Tax evasion. Everything. It was Mingi. To completely end his relationship with his father. For his conscience. For Ella. For everyone. The chairman gets arrested. The redevelopment cancels. Gangbuk Culture Center survives. But Mingi pays the price too. Legal fees. Lawsuits. Media chaos. His father's curse. Ella watches him. In the hall. He's not shaking anymore. His fingers are peaceful. Because he's lost everything now. The company. His father. His pride. His money. But he gained one thing. He knows who he is. Really knows. Collapse is always a new beginning. Not death. Transformation. When you shed the shell, there's always something more true underneath. Chapter 5 My own choice. 1 year passes. Mingi started something new. A music production company. Small but honest. A place that values art over profit. Ella is still at the culture center. She's the official director now. The building owner gave her the deed. They didn't have a big wedding. No fancy apartment. They still live in that tiny room. Because that's the life they wanted. One day, Ella goes to find Mingi at the production company. I'm releasing a solo album. Mingi is shocked. An album? African roots mixed with K-pop. My music. My sound. I want your help. Mingi smiles. This woman never abandoned her music. She just paused it for a minute. Recording studio. Ella's voice fills the room. Don't sell your music. The lyrics are her story. Coming to Korea for love. Losing everything. Rising back through music. But it's also everyone's story. Don't lose yourself. Don't give yourself away. The strongest love is self-protection. Completely giving yourself up for someone else isn't love. It's delusion. 3 months later, Ella's album drops. Bigger response than expected. An African woman doing K-pop is fresh. The music is good. Ella's voice is mesmerizing. It charts on international platforms. Interview requests pile up. Ella isn't staying in a small Gangbuk hall anymore. But despite everything, Ella comes back to the culture center every day. Because that's where she found herself. That's where everything started. She sits in that hall and teaches the new generation. Kids to grandmothers. They all sing together. But one day, the past shows up. That man. The reason she came to Korea. The one who left. He saw the news. Ella's album. Her success. And he regretted it. Can we try again? Ella looks at him. She's looking at her past. Who she used to be. But she doesn't want it anymore. Because she's a different person now. I don't wait for anyone's decisions anymore. That's the dopamine. Cold but powerful. A woman who runs her own life. A voice that shuts the door on yesterday. He turns and leaves. Nothing to say. No words left. Evening. Mingi comes to find her. Ella is still sitting in the hall. Alone. That guy? Yesterday. Mingi sits next to her. Takes her hand. But this time it's different. Ella isn't depending on Mingi. They're choosing each other. That's healthy love. Equal. Mutual. Free. The chairman? Still in prison. Mingi doesn't visit. Doesn't write letters. That's not forgiveness. That's releasing himself. Letting go of his father's shadow. That's another choice. Life isn't about being saved by someone else. Life is about saving yourself. Ella learned from Mingi. Mingi learned from Ella. Love isn't filling someone's weakness. Love is respecting each other's strength. And they finally understand what it means to really be together. To hold hands while walking your own path. That's real love. We all want to be rescued. We want someone to protect us, love us, become our everything. But real love doesn't work that way. Real love isn't about the other person completing you. Real love is about the other person becoming part of your wholeness. Ella came to Korea for love. That love destroyed her. But it didn't end there. She rose again. Through music. Through her voice. Through her choices. Mingi lost his company. Lost his father. Lost everything. But he found the most important thing. Who he is. What he wants. What choice he's going to make. So now they live together. But not as one person. As two separate people. Together but separate. Connected but independent. That's what mature love looks like. Were you happy? I was free. And that's the deepest kind of happiness. Here's what this story teaches us about life and love. First, sacrifice without loss of self is never real. When Mingi gave up his company and his father, he didn't lose himself, he found himself. He made a choice that aligned with his values. That's different from giving up everything blindly. Second, love that demands you erase yourself isn't love. The chairman tried to buy Mingi's obedience by dangling money and power. But true love, what Ella offered, asked Mingi to become more himself, not less. Third, freedom is the deepest form of happiness. Ella could have stayed dependent on Mingi. Instead, she chose to stand on her own. She built her album. She took her own career into her hands. That's the kind of woman a secure man wants to be with. Fourth, real connection happens between whole people, not broken halves trying to make each other complete. Ella and Mingi don't complete each other. They enhance each other. They see each other's strength and choose to stay. Fifth, growth means letting go of the people who can't grow with you. Mingi couldn't save his father. He could only save himself. That's maturity. Sixth, the past doesn't own your future. When the ex-boyfriend came back, Ella didn't hesitate. She had moved forward. She had claimed her own life. That's power. Ask yourself, am I choosing this person because I need to be saved, or because I want to build something? If it's the first one, you're in trouble. If it's the second one, you found something real. The strongest love is the kind that lets you be yourself. It encourages you to pursue your dreams, not abandon them. It pushes you to grow, not shrink. That's the love worth fighting for. This story is a work of fiction. Crafting the story with care. Behind the scenes.